anything too drastic when it comes to agent compositions, but like you said, Pansy, Gambit might have to do something different. Okay, for a second I got the teams mixed up and thought that Gambit had locked in Arena. But sorry for that overreaction. But yeah, Hypok, it's looking pretty straightforward.
Yeah, and again, I don't think the expectation was either of these teams to really come and pull any surprises at this stage. Again, for me, it's operating in comfort zones.
Of a step.
In my eyes, I think the first Icebox round in the previous series was a little bit of a choke on the side of Gambit. I mean, they were 8-4 up in the first half, and attacking-wise, looked very in control. Was yeah, pretty deep early on in the pistol round here, and that's just going to charge on through Maze, deal with that. But no, Swarm going to keep him honest for the time being. Good progress. Demon 6 swings, but Chronicle gonna shut him down immediately.
Now, even if I do believe that FPX may have the upper hand, please don't let it dissuade your opinion of Gambit, because these boys are the real deal, and it's a shame that we potentially may only see small amounts of them, but today they're making it look like we're going to see a whole lot more. Good start here. 5 still alive. Spike to be planted. Or is planted, should I say. And Shadow and Shao, the only two to try and stop that from carrying on. Now, at this point, the HP is low, looking very unlikely, and yeah, Gambit with a great start. Now, again, the things that impressed me with Gambit when I first got to see them against FPX, funny enough, was that they have a very similar, like, checklist, it feels like. They have a great mental approach to the game, they have fantastic reads into rounds, their protocols are phenomenal as well. So I just need to see what the difference makers are going to be here.
Enemy down.
Yeah, as I look back on it, I'm just back at it. Actually, the previous series on Icebox, it started as a 7-1 lead for Gambit, so even more so.
Yep.
I was really into. People are actually going to throw the Phantom into this round 2 now. That's a big purchase, and Chronicle and Shados as well with rifles, so a lot on the line here, and well handled early on. Zipan will find Nats, but quickly traded out, leaving Shao last man standing. Full control of B site. Spike down. Only a classic in hand. Be really difficult Shao to do any damage. But it's actually sizable investment side of Gambit. Round 2. Oh, just missing the timing on that one. Redgar greet him on the other side.
Yeah, as you said, hefty investment coming through here. And well done to Gambit for keeping it clean. You didn't want to start losing those rifles early. That's where problems can occur, but they did everything, you know. And this was a stack. There was 4 players there on this site. So, once again, good work to Gambit for keeping it clean. 2-0 start. Now, this bonus round doesn't look so much like a bonus. We have to change our opinion on it a little here. Redgar, I'm looking to see what he goes for. Are you sticking on a Sheriff?
We'll ride it through, so trying to build that early momentum financially at least. 2 players for FPX. Towards B as Shadow and Angel. Expect Gambit to wait out Angel's utility.
Poison's off.
Dropping now, he's actually going to have to drop one, but throws the wall down in response now. But look at this, Gambit just charging through.
He just hits and runs. Finds Shados, backs away, spams away. Spike is going to be planted, though. That's with Defo. Look at this post-plant positioning. Hyper-aggressive as well. This is not your standard hold, but Defo just going to drop down. Death from above. Finds 2. Quick responses, though, from FPX. Not letting this unchecked upon. And look at Zipan. This guy is still one of my favorite players to watch as well. Him and Leo certainly up there towards the top, but it's Chronicle to try and create his own story out of this. 1v2. The Spike, of course, ticking. He bides his time. Sees if he can catch someone trying to get towards this. And for now, he's just biding and biding time. Slowly but surely, he knows exactly where they're going to be. Shao on the bottom floor, though. Zipan up top, and Shao has got his number. And yeah, it wasn't quite the traditional bonus round, but FPX can at least deny them getting that under the belt.
Interesting as well. I mean, Chronicle had both of his shock darts still available there as well, so it's surprising not to see him rely on those. With the Spike being planted on the 2nd floor, there's a confined space up there. He could have made use of that damage. Shao playing down on the ground floor, and actually he's the one that gets pinged with the recon, so Well handled. Like you said, bigger picture-wise, Defo actually going to get the operator online. Gambit with a comfortable purchase coming back in.
Charles got to be real careful. Defo trying to find that little bit of space to play under. And a start that we're kind of expecting from Gambit, quite your default piece. You still have the kind of catch towards any aggression on the A side in case that Reyna gets a little fruity. Not to be the case for Zipan, taking his time. And again, the mid hold as well. So, your methodical start from both sides.
Oh, actually gets himself all the way back towards Snowman. Got to be careful about these information peaks, but actually missing that one. Where Nats has been controlling pretty deep on a belt. Everybody on the side of FPX pushes just Zipan top of Maze and Shadow out towards mid. So, and trying to, I guess, catch some early information to make sure that rotation can come through. But looking down to 30 seconds, and Gambit have had to drift all the way back over towards A. See now that FPX are kind of, they know what's up. Sent 2 players over here preemptively, but Nats will find the entry.
All right, Ferrari peak, let's go. Zipan's now down. Shadow's feeling a little isolated, but the wall goes up and it buys him a little bit of, at least a bit of room to play under, but there it is. That's going to make things a little trickier. Shadow now going to be put to work. 9 seconds. They got to get this spike down here. They really do need to get a bit of a move on, and yeah, big deny.
Yeah.
Angel, Dimasik, Shao, they fumbled the timing. They fumbled the utility a touch, and it just did not work out.
Yeah, really strange to see that round conclude like that. Again, Chronicle playing deep enough, he's going to try and play off his Hunter's Fury there, but again, with 10 seconds left to throw the wall up like that, I mean, there's no backup plan, there's no plan B. I mean, what happens if they break the wall? Like, we can't make sure the spike gets planted.
Yeah. Even with the ult, I mean, yeah, the ult you can't necessarily see through, but if you get into it, you're fine. You know, you can spam at the spike plant. I mean, yeah, a little bit of a maybe misread on the time there, getting a little caught up. Zipan, though, look at this guy. He's willing to take this fight. Defo's very low. Oh, the fade away on Nats. Now, again, the buy's far from perfect, though, for Gambit, so damage is the name of the game. Maybe a spike plant or 2 costs them a little bit. For now, of course, FPX on the other side will want to stabilize through this, start building their own economy.
Blinded. Filing planted.
Another blind through.
Lovely.
Bit of information, but I'm going to try and follow up on that at least. Team's going to find Redgar on the way in. Gambit down to 3 now. Defo will respond, but quickly deals with that. Down to Chronicle. Fury available, but I'm expecting him to try and throw that out right now. FPX will get the defuse with plenty of time left and their 3rd round win on the board. Yeah, a bit of a throwaway, but only 1 kill. Sick fell, so too much damage down. And early on, I mean, now Angel with enough money to drop Shao an operator and still have 2,800 to spare.
Of course, keeping up with the analysts who are watching. Yinzu flip-flopping, of course. Not sure who she's supporting today. Unsure. After FPX have come back in and looked very strong, so...
Yeah, it's weird you'd call that 5 rounds into map 1, isn't it?
Crazy, crazy. I'm waiting for the stop it! Ooh! Defo, unable to get that pig going anymore. They are going to take mid control. And that's the first one forward. It's going to be on Angel to keep this one in check. Has been tagged up, so he's going to lose the ability of that positioning. But he's going to invest the ultimate to try and get him out of this. I guess count to 3 and see if he can get the spam on the way out. No, he takes his time. Defo does manage to catch off Zipan. As he tried to make something of this. Defo again doubles down. Dimasik dead. That's a whole lot of Ds. Yeah. 5v3 now.
Nice.
Angel, Shao, and Shadow. Nice. Trying to pick up what's remaining. Now, Angel was in a tricky spot. He had to invest his ult even just to get out of this, or maybe keep control of it. Nats has been trying to keep a track of this, but Defo again, this guy's everywhere. Another incredible shot. Does he do it? No. This time, Shao finally puts him down, but the damage may have just been done.
Not gonna
player
make it, so
standing.
Nat's finally showing his hand.
30 seconds left.
Up towards Spore and Shadow will fall. Shadow, last man standing. An awkward exchange between Nats and Shadow there, but damage done at least. Position noted. Shados clean things up. Gambit will tie things 3 apiece. No real dent on the economy, to be quite frank about it. FPX still sitting pretty. Defo having himself a hell of a round there. Hunter Fury still available for Chronicle. Wade Storm online. Shados 1 away from that res. Side of FPX lockdown Hunter's Fury and Zipan with the Empress, but Shadow 1 away from the Seekers. Other than Angel, I guess, reactively having to throw that Viper Spit to bail himself out of trouble in the previous. FPX, they lose it an awful lot this time around. Shout, the better of Defo in mid. And that's a tricky res as well. Shados 1 away, so he's got to get a kill or retrieve one of these orbs, but that's a tricky res in mid.
It is. And at this point, you have no step towards it. You still have, I guess, a player posted up, which is Nats, but that's definitely not keeping that much control. You can see the response as well. They're kind of closing in that net around the side of it. FPX going to keep this map looking a little bit more contained. Give away a little towards A, which is, of course, where Gambit are heading, but sitting a little deeper. Now, they're looking for that information. Tasmanian Tiger, I believe, was the call. Something along those lines. Shadow. Trying to keep track on this. Looking for that little pixel out of place. Gets the information he needs and falls away. Keep in mind, Nats is still slowly trying to lurk mid here.
Two members of FPX committed towards a site here, and now I guess
30
with
seconds
Nats'
left.
progress in mid,
Cage triggered.
try and hit this rotation. Now, let's block off the alarm bot with that cage in case you're wondering, just so you can try and slip up undetected, but Xiao gonna find one here, and he will do, but difficult for him to escape. Redguard will trade it out.
10
Our
seconds
spike
left.
carrier is killed.
2 players, Nats and
down.
Shados. Oh dear.
enemy remaining.
Yeah, no.
That's done. Quick break.
So far, I've got to say, as much as this is like a very different pace change from, like, this is the most kind of polarizing pace change you could almost have in a day. We have, as I said, the Turkish style, which is very explosive, very happy to fight. We saw that, you know, even, of course, them saying it themselves. And then here we're going to have, I hate saying it just because, you know, just for chat, Navi style executes. Very late in the day, very late in the round sort of side takes coming out, which is classically a very CIS sort of approach to the game, very methodical. So, again, it's very much a switch up, and I love seeing the mental gymnastics between these two, just kind of, you know, trying to work out these next layers to every piece. It's very much a thinking man's game here.
Yes. I mean, I said I was hoping to see a bit of a pace change from Gambit, but seems they're happy to, I'll be honest, dance with death playing this game versus FPX. FPX notorious for being happy to just sit back. Again, the strength of Angel on this roster, the audibles, the mid-round calling, all plays in their favor. Can't say anything else on the
Revealing
matter.
area.
Poison orb emitting.
Shadow
Hawk out. Blinding.
having to fall away from this now. Good information garnered. And you see the crossfire being set in now. There go the Seekers. The flash comes again. Shadow still trying to deal with this. Zipan's right there by his side. Look at this angle. Oh, it's a shutdown. The spike now noted. Everything invested. FPX quick to respond and just set up a
30 seconds
very
left.
quick positioning that works so well for them. Chronicle and Nats. Not much more to be done here.
No more charges
And
left.
again, this is the problem with sending the spike up mid instead of being one of the ones to come through A main. If that split falls apart in mid, the spike's not retrievable. 30 seconds left. There's no chance for Chronicle and Nats to
10
retrieve
seconds
that
left.
whatsoever. I mean, it's played perfectly. Zipan to be the one to take the deeper angle, take first contact, allow Shadow to sit behind screens. Able to dismiss out. Nats and Chronicle will find
Player
kills.
standing.
I think we'll trade one out, so again, it's not even denting the economy of FPX.
Yeah, and sadly our resident CIS expert Tombiz is not really giving us much information. We've set him on the case to, you know, look into these two, give us his thoughts. He's sitting on the fence again. These analysts, you know, not what they used to be. At 5-3 though, FPX have definitely got a grip on this game. And again, the mid-round calling, I don't think we have to say it every time that it is fantastic from them. Great adaptations, quick, decisive approaches to how they want to switch up their mindset towards the game, the read that they have. Defo, though, did nothing because Zipan doubles down somehow. The res gets invested, and it looks like they want... Do they burst? Yes, now they do. Okay, a second's pause, now they go. Defo back up. Ult online. Shadow's going to find Redgar, so this is not going so well with the amount of investment coming out from this, but they're now pinned towards the back of the site. Shao out of nowhere with 2. Defo with a quick trade, and the spike is lost, but it's a 1v1. Defo, the intuition is right to be worried about your side.
Gosh, Shao. I thought Shao was about to walk that smoke.
The timing's everything on this. Defo just so paranoid about every single angle. They're missing each other by milliseconds, by centimeters here. A fake towards the spike plant. Information now garnered. Defo's got the angle. Baits out the ult. The knife goes flying. Goes back again. He's got 40 seconds to play with. This is plenty of time. Shao knows to be tested. He gets a little aggravated. Defo wants in. Oh no! And maybe he wants out. 8 HP is all he's got, and he's going to try and fade away from this, making as little noise as possible. Dipping away. Finding a good post-plant position. Shao, working with an operator at this point is tricky, trying to play back in, clearing these close angles with the pistol at his side. Defo, this is dirty work here, but no, surely Shao knows what's up now. Yeah, he's got an idea. Defo trying to do the dodge, and Shao wants to get this to halfway if he can. Testing the nerves here, neither player seeing each other completely, but Defo holds his nerve. 8 HP in a dream, he keeps Gambit's hopes alive. Building back into this FPX, unable to run away with the game just yet.
So well played, honestly. Yeah, like you said, at this point, looking to go aggressive, trying to catch him off guard there, hopping over screens. Chao's actually really unlucky not to find the kill with the shock dart there, but the post plant, if I played that textbook, even avoiding the recon as well up in nest. Really, really good stuff. But again, scenarios like that, you only get to win a few rounds like that versus FPX.
Similar start to the round here. We've seen this on quite a number of occasions. Same start on the attacking side coming out from Gambit. Shao with a good angle. But you can see the investment here just to try and get simply towards yellow. And it's given Shao the angle. He still expected the cross to come out on the repeat from Defo. So Shao going to be, you know, given a little bit of vengeance from the last round, but I'm sure he would like the whole round instead.
That's doing the housework over on A main, and FPX actually leaning a little more towards A here. Angel actually gonna best the wall.
30 seconds left.
As soon as this wall comes up, Shao's gonna relay that information. It's gonna bring 2 players back towards B. Oh, Shao just missed him on the cross there.
Standing ahead.
Whoa.
Absolutely debated. Wall in play. Angel gonna find Chronicle, but the spike is now down. Time favorable towards Gambit, but Angel does not particularly care.
No
Takes out the opposing Viper, and now Nats and Shados in trouble. This gets dicey for them. Just gonna tap towards the spike. You can see the spam straight on through. Hook, line, and sinker falls for it, and Nats, I think he realizes he can no longer challenge this anymore. He's going to be hunted down. Spike can be defused. A 1v5 is not on the cards, and he just wants to live to take that rifle into the next round.
I mean, the one way just becomes perfect in that scenario for FPX to take full site control. Make it really difficult for Shados to find an angle. Even with the pings, you can see they were pinging the spike for him, but ultimately here, the first kill comes through onto Chronicle. Angel just no respect comes through. He knows Shao has that over peak over the top of him.
Now, I believe this would be the tactical timeout here for Gambit. So just talking through their options again. Looking at the first game, I think it was what FPX got 4 rounds on the initial go of this, so already an improvement on Icebox before, which was a very close game. It did come down to, what was it, like 13-11 or something? It was a very, very close series between these two, and a good game from Gambit, and this is the thing, they've had some exceedingly hard opponents.
Yeah, it was 13-11. Like I said, it started off 7-1.
Yeah.
Gambit. Only really FPX winning 3 out of the last 4 rounds in the first half. Obviously ran away with the second.
Here.
I mean, it's got to be a concern really with Gambit struggling defensively last time. They've got a poster. I mean, they can only break even right now.
Oh no, this is nasty. Hypoc, I don't like this. It's making me feel bad. The Serotonis are going away, and Dimasic is making his appearance. He still gets one, even after the tags come out. Now, Angel's kind of sitting in no man's land. This is super risky from Angel. Yeah, Shados has got an angle on that. This is given a bit of a window of opportunity. It's not a big one, though, keep in mind. This is still looking scary, because look who's on the flank. Zipan is hearing all of this. He knows everything that's around that corner. Oh no. Oh no. No way! Zipan just waits so patiently. Like a kid on Christmas. The gifts under the tree. Happily unwrapping. As now FPX are sitting on a very strong scoreline.
One enemy remaining.
The problem is here that we've seen this happen a couple of times. That Redgar's basically having to second guess Angel's utility setup, right? To try and negate it with a wall or, you know, either one of them, to be honest. Right there, you can see that's the reason they crept up so close, is because they were like, okay, what is it? Because we haven't seen it yet. We can't get close enough without somebody dying to actually figure out exactly what's going on B side.
That's the tricky part, isn't it? You've got to work it out mid-game while all this is happening. And Zipan now is just getting aggressive. Good flash comes back in, so soaks out up. Or is that a team flash?
There's a team flash.
Oh, God, okay. Not so nice. Take that back. My bad. Shadow. Still going to be trying to just pour out whatever he can. Seek is actually going in. I guess 14 HP. He wants to try and make a go of this in the final go of this half. Shao's found Redgar, but by now it is still a 4v3, and the site should be taken over by now. It is. And yeah, Angel, no man's land again, caught off by... Pardon? Chronicle? Oh dear. It's a 3v2. Post-plant. Surely.
Got the lockdown there. Dimasic gonna get pretty close up to invest that, but Nats just swings ahead before we can get that alarm bot down. Now it all falls to Shout. Shados quickly deal with that.
You good?
I'll be honest, the break has done me no favors.
Got it. Makes sense. At this point, we have to kind of take a step back and look at the previous game, because we have almost a mirror matchup, right? Similar agent picks, or exactly the same agent picks, same maps coming in, and this has been a slight increase coming out from FPX, at least when it comes to this map and this side. Now, the scary part is that this side they're coming into now is where they ran away with.
Yeah, exactly.
8 rounds or something. It was pretty drastic. Now, of course, we know that FPX have taken the time to advance their play and be more aware of Gambit. We have to see if Gambit have done the same. They now have to exceed the previous game that did get them a close result, but not a win.
Quick progression over towards 8. All 5 members of FPX actually. Defo gonna spot one out, spots the second as well. Still happy to sit on default and try and contest this pressure. FPX gonna storm on through now. They get bodies on site.
Okay, no, we take that. We take that every day of the week. If it happens, no worries. The quick, just like drive-by, spam away, get it, nice.
I think he thought he had a frenzy.
Just straight up spamming. Yeah. All right, Chow, not feeling good about this, I'm sure, as you've got a 1v4. The spike is very far away. For as much as you may be able to see it, could as well be in, be in Narnia at this point. Defo, Nats, All waiting patiently. And Shao begins the attempt. 40 seconds to toy with. That's the first. Not clean enough. And not the kill at all. So Defo's going to claim that. And we have Gambit now building back in as you'd want to see. These guys need the pistol and they need to keep this one clean now.
Yeah, we talked about this earlier. Obviously, that 7-5 scoreline. Pistol and the conversion. Right back in a tie game. That is ridiculous.
One enemy remaining.
Defo got that kill on the zip pan. Must be nice.
Revealing area.
A quick piece actually from FPX. Defo, the one to hold things down when a Marshall gonna spot one out and yes. Synergy there for Shadows take that to not avoid a kill coming through, but the second peek not so good for him. Fall an early advantage for Gambit here, and 3 sheriffs left for FPX to try and get something done. Oh, still just this angle and red guard. Okay, we'll take a tag, but respect it initially and back away. Give a little bit of information on the rotation. Demasic again tries to peek onto Defo, but he's just posted.
Yeah, he's
Happy
happy
to sit here.
Doing quite nicely, isn't he? And as we can see for FPX, happy to run down the time.
30 seconds left.
Happy to give Devo... Devo? That's a name I haven't thought of in a while.
Enemy
Yeah.
remaining.
Defo, yeah, more opportunities. And yeah, Shao will put him out of this one, but a chance to maybe discuss how they want to approach this. Again, I don't know if it's something we've talked about as much in Valorant in comparison to other games. But rounds like that you're technically not, you know, meant to be winning as such, you know. As I said, this was very much an attempt at the start, but now taking your time, kind of maybe talking through things through how you want to approach this. It's a long time to maybe, instead of a tactical timeout, you can just get yourself ready for this rifle round coming in, get yourself ready to take on whatever buy they're bringing in, because we know that Gambit play an interesting and a pretty well-refined economy game. They you know, had those early investment to rifles in the first half, so here though, a bit more traditional in that sense. Defo though does have the knives out. No Bosch ticket is all I remember from Devo.
Sure,
Again,
about
sorry.
4 people in chat
4 people,
will understand the reference.
Shout out to
Me
my
being
4
one of them.
people. Exactly. 30-year-old Brits. Congratulations. This default is going to be tested at least a little by Defo working up through middle. You can see Angel, so I'm probably going to have maybe the first shout at it. I wonder how this goes down for Defo if he gets that timing right.
Angel still got his wall available. Thrown down early on. Could invest this as FPX lean back over towards B. Only Shados position here, but no other information even across. Actually, look at this. I was timed this perfectly to try and get in to the back lines of FPX.
Oh, dearie me.
The pinch could be perfect.
And this is what happened before the disaster. We should be on board with him because he's going to get a freebie towards Demasic. Fades away. Now the rest of them having to be forced forward to fight. Redguard does well to find Angel, but there's Defo again in the back lines. This is huge work from Gambit. Turning the screws in this round. That positioning was outstanding. Shadow still fighting the good fight for FPX, but he's going to have to find 2 more. Spike is to hand, but he's got 10 seconds to play with. He's pulled for Faker 10 seconds. He needs to kill now, and Defo denies. Huge round from him.
Really, really well played. Again, I was saying, you know, with no information being shown elsewhere by FPX, I was hoping Gambit were going to hit a rotation. It's actually Defo that finds really, really good timing on everybody passing back through spawn towards B lane. Yeah, it's almost like a Zipan deja vu who's able to get into the back lines and punish FPX for playing that one so slowly. On the back of a minimal investment.
That's my job.
The Blade Storm thrown into that one means Defo is going to be able to get the operator on board.
Could be 9. Gambit convert as they should. We look at the economy though coming in. A couple of bits of armor. Zipan, decent investment here. And there it is. Defo straight away finds Music. It's a big start.
They'll pull away, but Nats actually catches sight of one more on the spy cam. Defo's going to post up his corner. Shados will actually find Angel in mid, and that's the spike as well, so gonna look back through, but the spray is not great.
It ain't.
They're actually coming out on top of that one.
Okay.
I got the spike.
Spike recovered. But Defo has been a monster from this spot. And this time a bigger gun to work with. Chronicle's going to find Zipan, so the chances just suddenly got ripped away. They were slim to begin with, but maybe could have done more.
30 seconds left.
Defo turns it, keeps back around. He still looks comfortable, considering how much utility's in front now. Trying to thread the needle is Chronicle.
Enemy
Happy
remaining.
to take the fight on 24 HP. And there it is, Defo to deny. And clean work from Gambit.
It seems like they're actually stabilizing.
Yep.
Sells a 2-round lead now. FPX back on their buy round. Shao once again going to use the operator.
Spike down A.
Interesting to see, really. I mean, he's not going to be able to do too much on the Sova in particular. Again, lacks the mobility that usually has, or at least Defo has. He can take a much deeper angle and risk way less going for that opening pick.
And now we do at least see Shao back on that op as well, so we could have a little bit of a battle there, and I wonder what Defo does with this. Look, there's a reason why everyone in other games is a little nervous when it comes to CIS. People with sniper rifles. I mean, you do have one of the best in the world out there in Simple, of course, and someone like Defo. Love to see what he can truly bring as the game continues to move forward. Seemingly brimming with talent from the region. 9-7. FPX need a little bit of their talent to come online here. A slow creep towards B looks to be the answer that they've gone for with that lurk over towards A coming out from Demasik. And Nat's just going to take that straight swing. Gorgeous start towards Zipan. Zipan's been shut down a lot this game. He is not getting much freedom at all.
Blinded.
God, Shadow. This is lovely stuff. FPX do find a way back in, but it's not without answer. Redgar's still around, still holding space. In 30 seconds, you've lost the spike in a pretty committed position.
left.
You can't back away. You can't pull fakes at this point. Demasik has to come over, and Shao to be an instigator with the op is tricky.
Sometimes we'll pass Redguard, does take a tag. Demasik as well.
Bot coming back. I got the spike.
But now with 13 seconds left here, he's pretty much got to commit to the part. Shao going to find a pick up the Redguard though, make things a little easier, but Chronicle responds.
We've highlighted Demasik before as one of those players who can read the game so well, fill the gaps that are required. And right now, he's feeling pressured. 1v2 to begin with, Spike in his favor. Ooh, he got one. I thought he might have had the time for the adjust, but no, Chronicle with the quick fight. Making sure he gets the op just in case needed. And there we go, back on the defuse, but a valiant attempt, but another win and double digits now on the board for Gambit. This is a bit of a different look this time around. We asked the question on the half. Well, we've seen that FPX have improved. The question was, have Gambit? And I think we have our answer.
Blinded.
Sure, Shadow just hard clearing that same corner again. I'm sure it's him in the previous round also. B-side execution, but Amber on the brink of going to 11 with FPX's financial situation. Yeah, whether or not they opt to... again, Shadow can buy down to 1400 with the full rifle. Elsewhere, I mean, Zipan going to throw a Sheriff at it. 4 ultimates available. Angel's the only one without it, so potentially if they can find an opener. Okay. Actually, the full committal here. Well, I guess I didn't see them having the armor there with the pause coming through, but it really, but potentially lose this round. Gambit go to 11, and then financially it's not looking great for FPX at all.
Poison
Yeah,
orb
FPX are on the ropes a little here. I'm going to say it. The money even this round's going to be a little thin spread, isn't it? But you're right, next round, barely any butter on the toast. Going for like the weirdest analogies I can get. Maybe works.
I've got your
Defo
trail.
looking towards what he can do this round already. Those sites going to be taken. There's no one really there to deny this. The Seekers come out. This should be a spike plant for FPX, and I want to see a retake. This site, I do think, is tricky to pull off retakes on. These angles are so tough to clear. Plenty of utility to do so, though. Shadow going to be forced away. A little bit of chip damage coming out. We get prepared for the play back in.
We're
There's the
going to get a
first
lot of
step.
information through, actually, but Angel still finds 2.
Now look at this. Gambit still very much in this one. FPX looking like they're waning here. You're going to have Demasik and Shao called upon to find a bit of form here. And no, Nats has found Demasik. It's all in Shao's hands. He's got the ultimate. He needs to use it. Halfway, though, Defo is just going to back off this one. Yes, the initial tag's there, but look at him. He can just sit it. There's nothing more to be done. 11's going to be on the board. And Shao will lose life at the very end. Just another bitter pill to swallow. Gambit are pulling up here. They have massively improved on this side.
Just the little things there. Defo to be the first one to stick the first half and tank the Hunter's Fury, updraft away, and Nats just swoop on and clean up the second half. Difficult, really. I mean, there's nothing Shao can do from that deep. He can't play his way back on the side. He has to commit to his ult and hoping that Gambit slip up, to be honest with you. Again, that 2-for-2 trade on the back of Angel finding 2 kills was...
Well, I was going to say, honestly, one of my biggest standouts for when I'm looking at Gambit is how effectively they trade and working together. They are playing some really solid fundamentals, which scares the life out of me if they can keep doing this, because that's something that technically could be brought onto any map. So, for now, no one quite getting any early spot of information. Angel taking a little bit of the damage to try and get what he can out of this.
Angel going to try and counter ult.
Are we going to go for it? Uh-oh. Oh no. It's... Oh no. Not like this. This is going to be 12. Surely. I mean, you've just lost Angel on the board. They've seen everything. There's no one particularly watching the flank. Sure, I guess they've got the turret on it from Demasik, but you can't back away. You have to keep going at this. Now Shadow luckily is broken back in with the kill towards Nats, which creates a little bit of space. But look at where these fights are happening.
No
Chronicle finds Shao
Chronicle.
from nowhere.
He deals with the lockdown as well. The first 2 hits were on the lockdown
incredible.
to negate that, and then finds the kill.
They couldn't ask for anything more. Shados, though, gets overwhelmed by the double peek coming out. Zipan's there. Site's now taken for FPX. Demasik on towards that spike plant. Defo on the long play around the back. And Chronicle tries to build up, but no. Shadow's not allowing it this time. And Defo... Not too many opportunities should present at this point. Zipan would be the one on the other side here. Waiting with that up patiently, but... Again, FPX making it work, considering the fumble of a start. Incredible recovery.
I don't think we've actually seen that yet. The counter Viper ultimate inside the Viper ult. I think. I'm actually a little bit upset that Angel didn't get his off, but... 3 will survive here for FPX. We're gonna cling onto the operator for dear life. Brings it to a 3-round difference now. Gambit sitting pretty. I mean, much the same way FPX were in the first half. A little more fragile the other side of the screen. And that's it, yeah. The last 2 rounds, look at the investment. Obviously, Angel lost out on his ultimate. Demasik threw his lockdown. It was countered. Dow and Shadow both using their ultimates 2 rounds ago. Zipan with the Empress, but really a playmaker.
Uh-oh, this could be a playmaker though. Defo straight away just gets one, but he couldn't get out scot-free. Zipan grabs him and drags him back. Holds him accountable for that aggression at the start, but already taking down Demasik here. Could be a little bit of an issue. But Zipan still going to carry on a little further forward.
The hit's going to come through. Chronicle going to get cleared out here with a flash. What? Still finds Zipan up top. Angel will trade it, but comes down to a 3v3, and that's a big win for Gambit with how that Execute was lining up for FPX. Now, Shados one away from the res. Get a kill here, potentially.
Toxin
Bring this to
screen
a
down.
4v2, but it's happy to sit quietly.
Oh, the double face.
Yeah.
What are you meant to do? And now, Nats and Shados looking for those margins to try and operate under. Angel going to try and get that spike down. Changing up the spike plant. And Nats, though, does get a glimpse towards one. See Shadow there. They now might be able to work out that there is still one player tucked into this corner. Nats did find Shadow, and now the 2v2. Make it a 1v2 as Shados going to be called upon against Shao and Angel. Drone gonna come through, keep track of it, and Angel working at the same time. Beautiful work.
FPX answer again.
30 seconds left.
Now, actually, that lead not looking so comfortable.
Spike
We'll see
planted.
how this one rides with the Gambit investing in that operator time and time again. Massive dent. I mean, effectively an extra weapon purchased. Yeah, Redgar at 5,200. So, play Storm online, so technically, you know, Jet's got a round in hand, so to say, can ride out one of these other buy rounds with the Blade Storm, but again, really, a round win here for FPX. Gambit on Eco, it's going to bring it to a tie game, potentially.
Is Angel gonna do this to them? I feel like, so if I'm not mistaken, both teams called a timeout at this point to make discussions, which is just kind of very telling of this. One, Gambit needs an answer to what FPX have been doing, right? That's that simple. But then FPX now need to consider what Gambit might change up. This is why it's almost an extended pause as such, because both teams have a lot to think about now coming into the potentially final few rounds.
Yeah, I only talked about it previous round, but good progress actually, ultimate-wise, for FPX to kind of reduce this lead Gambit had. Defo actually nearly caught out by that Lear. Gonna
Where's
try
the
and
answer?
trade this kill. Shados falls.
It looks like Zipan's aware of the
Yeah.
chance
he
of
is.
this, but again, it's gonna be the peak, the walk across from Shadow. I don't know if the information was relayed of the maybe paranoia that Zipan had of this angle, but Shao again, great work from the back lines. They've read this switch up. This is why you want a timeout after that timeout almost, right? It's such a weird way of saying it, but they were expecting a little bit of aggression coming out from Gambit here, trying to find ways through, and look at where those picks happened on B-Long in middle, and now they can lean back towards A. We still have a player waiting though. Nats is here. He's keeping himself somewhat safe. Now I'm going to see a little bit of Angel. Angel unaware of his now being watched. There we go. Now noted. He's going to be on red alert that someone's going to be close by, surely. Keeping eyes on this after there was aggression on the other sides of the map.
Nats has both of his cages up here, so he's going to try and hold on to this position on site.
30 seconds
Maybe
left.
try and stop this plant coming down on default.
20 seconds.
That's the position I'm talking about right there.
This is terribly late. Yeah,
There
and
you
this is
go.
where the problems begin. You can just lose a player like that. He can dip in towards the cage, into smokes wherever he wants. Defo's found Demastic. I don't like it this late in the day, but maybe Shao can still do something about this. 8 seconds 7. Right, they've got 2 players on the side they have to get past. Red Cars 1. Shao needs to find the kill. He knows there's a player right near to him. Oh, Shao! Saving FPX.
Cannot escape.
Literally saving them, bailing them out of that catastrophe that was that round. Wow. That is heartbreaking
Player standing.
for
One
Gambit.
enemy remaining.
Nats played that so well to run the clock down again. Yes, the spy cam shows the information. You're right. FPX are anticipating somebody playing close contact, and it takes them a full 15 seconds to clear the close angles and then get to sight. That is
11 to 10. Hypoc, look at the money.
Poison orb emitting.
FPX are cruising right now.
Oh no, Shados
way.
has seen this. Shados is 100%. Oh no!
What is going on?
Oh no! And Defo's gonna try and pick up the pieces.
What is this round?
What? How has this happened? It's a 3v2. They've got rifles back with Gambit. What on earth just happened? Xiao and Shadow just blinked and half their team's dead.
I don't believe it. Xiao and Shadow now left once again to recover this round for FPX. Spike in hand, plenty of time left on the clock. I think Xiao just spotted a hand. He did indeed, but second jump peak can't land the shot. Now,
That's the fortunate thing is they got time, right?
Yeah, oh, look at that.
What? Was that just a wallbang?
No, he got pinged off the recon bolt.
Oh god. I just for a second, I was about to lose my mind, but Xiao does get his ultimate and now into the post block.
What?
What is going on?
He's got Hunter's Fury now. He's got Hunter's Fury.
Rico's sitting this. Hypocky's sitting this. Hypocky's sitting the defuse. No way!
What was that round? What the hell just happened?
I can't. But, okay, let's roll it back. Roll it back. This entire round.
I don't want to watch that round. Forget about it.
You will look at this. We had the weird whiff, right? We were watching middle. Was it Shados? Just saw like two people run past. Boom. Suddenly there's panic. He just yeets out, tries to catch up with them. He doesn't get it, but three of the other teammates just suddenly get evaporated from the FPX side. Random jump cross from Chronicle like I was going to be just fine. And then the full defuse.
How much damage did that shock dart do? Yeah, sorry. It almost does full damage, that shock dart. Moving on.
Camera taken out. Cage trigger.
Deep breath, 12 to 10. Gambit getting to 12 in the most unique manner. And Nat's waiting on top. Death from above could be offered here. Gonna see the Seekers go down, just tries to spray away, kind of give a little bit of respite for his team, but Zipan's gonna put him to bed. Spike, does it go down? No. Denied, but the spray committed to completely. Chronicle does catch Shadow. Xiao's got Redguard back, but at this point the res being invested, they're all bundled up towards middle. This is where things could get dicey.
That's it, Xiao. Oh no, Xiao finds Angel. FPX down to 2 is Demasic and Xiao in a 2v4 now. Gambit on the brink of closing out map 1. Defo finds the first. The Hunter's Fury pop Lauren. Xiao got to dance around, avoid this.
All right, Xiao, let's see if you got the moves. You need to pull off now a 1v3. It was a 1v4. You got 23 seconds, a little bit of utility, and the spike not to hand. They are all facing you down. This is only map 1, keep in mind, and yeah, he knows that it ain't going his way right now. Defo's gonna confirm it.
See what they come up with. Again, FPX have played a lot of different team comps on this map. You never really know what to kind of expect, but Gambit, on the other hand, not taking any chances, sticking to what they know as usual, and good to see that Angel today, Hypok, has decided to pick up the arena.
Yeah, which is something, you know, it's that trademark FPX split gameplay. It was historically was Angel on Omen, right? But I think actually on Reyna it gives them the opportunity to we don't see them operate under pressure very often, but it's similar things to when we've seen them get eliminated in the past, right?
There's definitely a thought in my mind, but we are live into this one, and it will be Gambit on the attack, FPX on the defensive side. And I don't know why I said defensive side like that. My brain's just gone to mush. You can't blame me at this point because we've got the aggression coming out. They've already read the play pretty well with that defensive sided aggression, getting the information over towards A. They can fall away from this now and try and reinforce towards B, where this split's coming in. It's a 3-2 split, 3 through heaven, 2 through main, and Shadows just delivering the bullet to the brain towards Xiao. You can see Demasic trying to deal any sort of damage from Pill, but no, overwhelmed. The side is taken. It's all Gambits.
Defo just doesn't respect the gravity well whatsoever, dashing through, and one of his teammates bailing him out with that headshot. But FPX now 3 strong. This retake. Angel now trying to clear out all of these angles. But look at Chronicle's position. It's so deep. Angel not anticipating there's the one area he hasn't checked.
Yeah, it's absolute filth, isn't it? Now Shadow's like, well, how much do I need to be worried about here? There's There's another player coming through middle as well in case it wasn't going to get bad enough. Shados just does it for him. Redguard didn't even get to show his hand. But Gambit with a belting start to things.
Well, and again, gonna see Shados. That rifle purchase the Vandal come through. This is what I was talking about here. It's actually Shados that opens this one up and deals with Shao on the rafters. And look at, Defo as well on the Phantom. Again, it's not often you see maybe one rifle thrown into this. I think it was actually 3 previously on Icebox, if I'm not mistaken, but see if they can make it work once again. Okay.
Oh no. Zipan and Angel trying to work through from kind of ramp, you know, that sort of area, and maybe make a little bit of a pinch on the stack towards A, but Gambit are just laughing. Grinning ear to ear right now. Defo's feeling himself, but could be feeling a little bit of a longer round to wait until he can get that gun back again next time around. But, you know, job done.
Spike
Job
planted.
done. And Demasik now in a 1v4.
Yes, I mean, with these rifles on the board, again, even more so got to look for some damage here. Gambit set up so deep. Going to play distance. Shados easily deals with him. They're only able to land one shot with the Sheriff there, and it wasn't a headshot. A good opportunity here for Gambit again. Ride this out, build a little momentum. That economy rolling. And these are the things, really. It's not often you see FPX kind of get overzealous in the early round, especially on defense, right? And give kills like that away. Now, early on, talk about conditioning, but this in, I guess, a less traditional way really is going to keep FPX thinking, well, actually, yeah, we don't even want to.
Mid take again. Defo unafraid. We saw that, keep in mind, FPX were one of the best at this kind of like mad mid take that we used to see, you know, that kind of work from Angel always coming out on the Omen, the classic, but now Defo says,
double
but look
rope
what I can
stack.
do on Jet. They're coming out with some unique pieces, but whether or not it actually finds much, if Defo goes down here, surely it's death. Timing's gonna be a factor. How does he clear this? Oh, just straight down. Okay. Angel,
Double.
so well
Oh,
done.
no.
Outdone by Chronicle, though. There was still a bit of a kind of fallback plan in play here, and Chronicle's got such a great position. And look at that spike being straight up escorted on through.
Now, Chronicle can just hold on to this angle for the time being. No flashes left. He's actually going to get wallbanged away. Down to 8 HP. Still best Shadow.
Spike planted.
Man, advantage to Gambit now in the post plant.
And Chronicle can just be a nuisance. Just put his body on the line if he has to, offer up a trade. It doesn't matter for him. Dimasik, though, is going to be the one to walk through that smoke. He was thinking about it. There's the spray.
I can't deal with the trap wire. It's just the other side of
no
the
way
smoke.
through. There's no way that they get through this comfortably. Look at this setup in the post plant. The time. It's ticking fast enough that this becomes almost impossible. Improbable starts to be a less likely word. And look at these off angles. Yeah, Redguard's got one. And Zipan's down. Gambit looking formidable. This could be a very scary game. Now, I will not call it early, though. FPX are a team that have already proven that we don't get to call their games early. They can pull off brilliance at any occasion. However, if Gambit keep this up, I'm all aboard.
Fortunately, I mean, if Angel doesn't get tied up in the dismiss and gets away on the ropes there, ultimately it's a 2-for-1 and a big win early on for FPX. But Chronicle, I mean, still coming out on top in that 1v1 in heaven was deciding factor here again. Gambit exploring mid. Zipan actually going to find a little bit of damage on the way in here. It's Shadow.
For you.
Tucked in with the Bucky there. Has taken a little bit of damage with the wallbang, and Demasik did find Redgar elsewhere. Open things up. No res available, so... Don't know if you heard that, but...
Nope. Now Gambit. Player down. Rifles up. They can't police the weapon that was lost. That just needs to sit there. Decided A might be the port of call. Good timing. Wall goes down, and away we go straight on in. No one on site particularly clear here. It is going to be those sheriffs from up above, one towards screen. You've got a little bit of pressure here and there, but this should be manageable. Xiao gets a cheeky one towards Defo, though. And again, every time these rifles get taken away, this gets dicey. Nat's going to go on the chase. Wants it, loses it. Angel digs them out of a hole here, and Shados. This is looking a Herculean effort. Yeah, Xiao on the drop down. Beautiful round from FPX. Just those sheriffs right back in. And this is why you say, never get overly wrapped up with a start against FPX. These guys are formidable in approach.
Yeah, indeed. You can never really count them out. Again, the first one that they actually turn around is after Gambit convert the bonus round. So, somewhat of a reset. A little buffer for the economy of FPX. See how things pan out, but Gambit still lead 3-1.
Again, Gambit, we've seen what they like to do. We've seen this kind of mid-take again. Shados and Defo working towards this. Mailroom collected, and now they keep going. Zipan playing towards the edge of rafters. Angel there, trying to set anti-flash, turns it, gets Defo down. Now can readjust with a dismiss. And holds. They have 3 players, almost 4 positioned towards B site here. You've got one kind of sitting back by the stairs, so that spike, keep it in mind here. Redguard does not have the TP, no ult up on this, so you've got to be very cautious. And Angel can tuck himself in and keep this safe, allow the rest to hit those rotations towards A. No punishment for that either. There it is, Redguard. Patience is a virtue, and you're seeing as to why Angel wanted to get a little bit fruitier, get a little bit more information. They're reading Zipan's position as well. Chronicle now gets a little bit more freedom to get a bit of space building, but Demasik on the other side.
Comes through now. Demasik actually greets Redgar on the way in, and
I have
again,
retrieved the spike.
30
the
seconds
trades,
left.
to be honest, positionally play out in favor of Gambit because they will get a clean plant here. Now going to res Zipan. An advantage towards FPX in this post plant. Retake at least. Ados.
Oh, Nats is in trouble.
Yeah, stuck in that gravity well. To deal with the boom bomb, but Shados finds 2. Nats with the counter peak. They clutch out that 2v3, Lauren.
They do indeed, and the timing on that. Shados knew that he had to do something. Nats was immovable. He could do nothing for a couple of seconds. The difference being made there by him taking a proactive fight on the 2, which, you know, as I said, he got traded out in the end, but Nats straight away swings out on it. Lovely work between them, and the trading from these two teams is excellent. When we talk about good trading and good spacing, I have to say, again, Gambit have been really standing out to me on that. They've been great with these kind of fundamentals and the, you know, bits and pieces that it's hard to quantify, but I'm seeing an op coming out to play. Are we getting a maybe aggressive mid-peak from this? Yeah, we are. Okay, Angel's on the one with the op here, but walks away from this.
In the early round, Angel and Zipan being the 2 for FPX to keep rotating. Trying to find that
Here.
gap. Gambit's formation. And they've got to respect it. Back away. Angel's still stuck in heaven. Zipan now going to hit the rotate, but Gambit already got themselves into ropes here. All eyes on Shadow, the Spectre. Oh, look at the utility. It's perfect.
Oh, it's stunning. Shadow gets overwhelmed. Xiao, though, good trade comes back in towards Shados. Expects more, gets more. Xiao! The third was beckoning, doesn't quite get it. Spike still trying to be ferried on through, but Zipan denies its passage as Defo is now in all kinds of trouble up there. Chronicle gonna need to help him out. He can't do it. Angel just gonna be holding the line. Spike is lost in a precarious place, and Defo knows that this one, it ain't really on the cards.
Isn't ultimately there? I mean, it. Gambit do so well timing that
30
paranoia
seconds left.
through to isolate Shadow first of all. Then, unfortunately, have a second player to deal with. But like I said, it's the timing that Zipan hit that rotate to come all the way over to A heaven to catch off Redgar on the way through. They're not expecting
10 seconds
a
left.
third player, but also somebody to have rotated that early.
There it is. Guns taken over. No problem beyond that. Angel did look like he wanted to get that initial mid pick going as well, which I quite like the concept of if he's willing to take that fight. Obviously, the smokes that were there to hinder that, but interesting to see if he goes for it again. For now, though, Ragdoll getting caught off by Zepan kind of was the, I guess, start of the end to that round. But we are seeing the economy taking a hit here for Gambit. We do see the sheriffs coming out. They still have that obviously remaining rifle on Shados, but this is an all-in piece. So let's see how this one's going to go. Already going to dash on through. Defo going to lead the way. Does not check towards Hell. And Xiao's going to drag him down towards it. FPX now fully aware of what the game plan was. Shadow can only watch as they try and cross. Xiao goes down, and now it's game on. They could cross to the side, but they actually look like they want to go towards Ramp. They're taking the fight towards Shadow, and a 1-1 trade still costly this time for FPX.
Essentially here, taking that control, allow them to get the res, and there you go, Redgar. Back on his feet now. Angel misses the first shot, so can't repeat that. Look at this though, Zipan there to find both kills. To follow up on Angel. Shados the last man standing.
What? Shados!
I have the spike.
I cannot fathom what I'm seeing, but I can't help but love it. Shados now in the 1v1, no armor. On his own, up against Demasik. 46 seconds. Spike in the pocket. Can still do something with this. And Demasik, he's sitting as deep as he can. He wants to give away nothing early on. He will let Shados make enough moves. Shados, time to get that spike planted, my friend.
30 seconds left.
Now Demasik will get the information off this
Spike planted.
and begin to work on over. And Shados with the correct initial prediction, looking towards heaven, he spots him.
No way,
Shados!
Shados.
That
Is what
was
I trained for.
exemplary work from him. The two were just pure filth, and the third to deny it. This is going to send shockwaves through FPX now.
You will not kill my ally.
At this point here, just look at this. Look at these two shots.
Spike down A.
It's absolutely disgusting.
He's bending bullets.
That there is...
That looked like a clip out of Wanted. Like, I'm thinking about Angelina Jolie too much. It's a great movie.
Angel gonna get figured out here, flushed out of that corner again. Just look at it. The discipline on Gambit right now, in total control of this attacking half.
Is this it? Is this the Gambit that we've been hearing rumors of?
Is this Scrimbit?
Whispers. Yeah, is this Scrimbit? Literally. Is this the team that we've heard those rumored calls of, this immovable team, this immeasurable power, but now they're just walking on through at 6-2. They're reading Angel like a book. That was a throwaway round almost, a couple of sheriffs here and there, but hey, that's some of the rounds that FPX have won, so I have to take it into consideration. I am blown away, and if you're FPX, how the hell are you going to get this back on track? Because right now, confidence is going to be pouring all over Gambit. They're going to be feeling themselves. Everything they try and do is working. It's landing. It's great. They've got their individuals turning up. Shados is having a 6 series. And you're looking at FPX, well, yeah, Angel's doing okay. Xiao's okay. But they need something to create a bit of a spark here for them.
Coming back to it, mental-wise, FPX are going to want to fight back into this. And that's not usually... terms in which we see FPX operate in these desperation pushes in the early round. Redgar throwing down a fake with the TP. They probably heard that cancel,
They're selling
though.
this.
They
Look
are.
at the sell on this.
What?
1 minute. Defo's winning the fight on Angel? Heck. Okay, look at the spike, by the way, guys. If we're playing along at home.
Yeah.
Spike. Of course, there is still Demasik.
No way. They're
Sorry,
still holding for the possibility somebody's there.
Of course, you'd watch Pillar from that angle. I'd be livid.
Spike planted.
I'd be tilted off the face of the earth. And for now, we are into a 4v3, but look at the timing on this. They're going to set up some dirty post plants, and Redgar is going walkabouts. Hypoc.
But look at this. Cosmic Divide Showstopper available on this retake. And a man advantage now with the res invested. Now, it does come down to Redgar. If he can get anything done in this lurk, potentially shut this down.
Timing's a factor, though. Zipan's going to pop the ult. Look for a way forward. Nat's fine. Shallow. There's a trade out for Shao, but now it all comes down to the flank here.
The plant's good for him.
Spike is good for him. Hold. He's going to spot Angel. Oh, he went too early!
Oh,
The pressure! was just too much. If he'd taken a second,
He could have
he
literally
could have
prevented
denied
that.
it. All he
Yes,
had
2
to do was
seconds.
take a second to breathe. But the pressure in these scenarios, Hypoc, this is not your normal game. This is not your everyday, matchmaking experience. No, this is something different. This is tournament life on the line. And as said, a second of thought, he could have clutched that out, and that would have been game-changing.
It was, I mean, ultimately everything else went in Gambit's favor as well. Nats even finds the first kill. Again, it's quickly traded. All it really takes is for the 2 members of Gambit on site to buy enough time for Redguard to make that flank. And he played it perfectly. Little... Ooh. Okay. Angel just continuing to swing ramp early on here. Again, well, actually... Find a lot more damage. Nat's down to 2 HP. The FPX not giving up just yet. They're still happy to contest early on.
Just watching the spike, dude. I don't trust Gambit, and I can see the entire minimap. Flash wall, it's all there. What? Shados?
Yeah, and he finds it for the res.
Yeah, of
that's
course,
ultimately
yeah.
the play for the res here.
Yep.
You will not kill my
Defo's
allies.
back. We're up to 5. The spike's on the way, being kind of gathered up by Redguard. You can see that Angel is around and he wants to be the difference maker, but he's now going to be noted. He's in a bit of no man's land, but luckily being on the Reyna gives him a second to
30 seconds
get away
left.
with this. The rap coming up, they can hear it through ramp. Chronicle knows that there's probably going to be players dedicated towards the site. They need to still clear towards rafters. Shadow is up there. And now here you go. Angel's going to bail him out on the side, and Shadow just keeps his head down. Finds again, sadly.
Oh, Shadow!
Oh my word, Shadow just destroys them. The attention drawn to Angel the entire time. And I thought maybe just poor old Redguard always will die carrying that spike across the side, but no, the turn, he takes down the rest of them as well.
It's beautiful. You're right. It's the old bait and switch, right? Angel takes all of the attention away, and Shadow able to find the first and look at it. They're all just so focused on Angel and digging him out of elbow. 6-4 FPX. Like I said, fighting their way back into this half. Gambit
Get out of my way.
a little bit scrapped on this purchase, but Bladestorm popped off the rip.
Oh, it seemed like my brain lagged there. Weird. And yeah, is this just gonna be a burst piece? It looks like, yeah, it's super bursty. Okay, straight through the smoke, you're gonna have... That's why Angel's been in the right place at the right time so often. Now, whether or not he can continue this, I don't know, but he's been putting himself in great positions to try and deal with the amount of pressure the Gambit are happy to pour through. With the economy broken, though, you're looking at Shados to be the difference maker. He's the only one with the rifle here. And that's as close to the ult and what have you, but these aren't kind of engaging or completely game-changing ultimates.
Shados was the man to invest a Vandal here. No way. That's just walks up and catches Demasik inside his spy cam. And again, this gives them an opportunity.
No!
Shados is there to punish the rotation, Lauren.
No, not like this. Shao slipped aside, though. That's so...
remaining.
It's not clean enough, though. Shados is still alive. Shados is still standing. Don't make mistakes. You've got Angel alive. He doesn't...
Don't push
he
solo,
doesn't-
please.
He doesn't push this solo. He doesn't. Shados, would you even check on that? Would you even consider it? No, you don't.
Thank
Angel's
God.
done him.
Thank God.
Angel took a second to consider. Waited long enough for Zipan to be close anyway. Zipan will start building himself up, but yeah, I mean, these two are bringing out something you don't get to see often.
Last round in the half.
Shados having an absolute blinder, by the way. 14-7. How did Nats...
I don't know.
I'll say it again, Matt. This guy is a rat. He just slips his way in there and catches Demasik inside his spy camp. Again, I gotta say it. At the point at which you're finding it, if this is the same setup as the previous round, and actually see where Demasik's camera was, but at the point you're spotting something on that camera, like, you're as good as dead anyway. Like, somebody can swing you on ramp where he was stood.
Oh. Defo. Been good for those entries before. Good again for a Defo. Been doing work here, looking for that heal. Please, bring me sustenance. He's still alive, so initial pick found, and it's looking to see if they can punish these rotations now that FPX have to respect.
And once again, find the first blood in there.
Blocking sight.
Wait out if FPX try and dip back in and trade that out, but they don't. It actually falls all the way back over onto B's site. Actually, it's him and Shao gonna creep their way towards Garage here with the wall down on Heaven. Make the most of this time. Oh no, Nat's got the spike and he could be... There's double stack here. Angel might just decide to tuck himself close left. Now they know the hit's coming through B. Angel can sit here.
Well, last time he overpeaked and got punished. And
again.
this time around he just gets punished. Yeah, Gambit of the site. They've won this so well. That was a beautiful site take. A 3-2 split that works perfectly. Yes, they lose one, but it's an acceptable loss for this. And the retake's down to 2. The walls gonna at least kind of deny Heaven being an easy avenue of approach. Shadow gives away a little of the game here, but has to find a way back in if they want it.
Yeah, a lot to ask in this 2v4. Very away, Defo going to deal with the first. Demusik will trade, but still 3 more to deal with, and that spike is ticking away. It's a decent amount of damage actually onto Chronicle, but Edgar swings on it, and you're absolutely right. Gambit is so good, and they position so well, they prepare themselves, and it's like it's a 5-second hit where they're able to clear out like 8 different spots on that split. And ultimately, that's where Angel gets punished, right? It almost looks a little worrying when Redgar pulls away and Nats is solo in Garage to set up that paranoia for the Heaven split. But clean up nicely, and a 7-5 half for Gambit.
I'm just trying to look at the other game when they last faced on this, and it was a 13-9 in favor to FPX. Still a close game. God, these two are, I'm not going to say inseparable, but tough to call.
Yeah.
We can get on board with this. Angel. Raid boss, no, but just a frenzy. And on the other side, looks like Defo took a early little tickle of damage.
Slow approach here as wall goes down on Heaven. Angel, again, familiar territory, going to get himself into ropes. Usually a little more worried, let's see if FPX are in any position on attack where Angel isn't in ropes. 3 members Gambit over towards B will be well positioned. The split coming through.
Nats grabs one through, but good work from Shados there to claim this back. Trade's still effective, but you're going to start seeing the struggle starting to hit. FPX holding numbers, at least for now, between Shao and Shadow. Spike is down and ticking. Chronicle, a little bit of a drop down, but Shadow's found him. Outdone, and yeah, there's Shao coming in strong. So FPX looking to build back in, just deny that deficit coming in on the half. And at this point, looking at FPX, they need to stabilize this, get that confidence back in the right place, because I think it's something we said at the start. They're not usually playing from a deficit, right? When you talk about FPX, they are one of the arguably more consistent teams in Europe. They've always played to a good standard. They've lost a couple of games here and there, but it's very rare you get to do them dirty twice, but normally they come back out stronger. So I do want to see what happens with FPX when they do start getting challenged, and who steps up for this side.
Pulling them in.
This is the one really opportunity to tie things up. Back on playing field, both round score and economy wise. Gar actually playing close with the shorty here. Careful, and FPX respect that. See elsewhere, Demusik gonna find Chronicle trying to squeeze his way out A main. Bycam gonna let Shados know that Demusik's still lurking here, and all of this Just pull Gambit away from B site. No extra man committed to the rotation though. Redgar holding strong on default with a short. If he gets a kill, man.
Oh,
They've
no.
spotted it out now.
Yeah, Redgar's, his timing's been brutal to him sometimes. Now, 40 seconds, side cross. Not gonna be what it is, just down to Redgar to try and do so. Oh. Sometimes you win, sometimes you lose. That time he loses. And Defo and Nats
30
aren't
seconds
really in a
left.
position to do much more than this. This should be a good spike
Spike
plant and comfy post plants for FPX. They should be in a good spot. I don't see a problem from this, and I don't see many opportunities to get kills, apart from if Nats just gets more of these opportunities. Angel takes a little walk towards CT. You're going to see Defo now commit in. You can see them trying to work out which angles
No way.
may contain
Okay.
some threats. But those threats get quelled, and FPX stays with 3, which is the main thing.
Bro, just trying to bag. Yeah, again, that scenario, highly unlikely they fight back onto site. But find 2, let's see on the back of. The back sheriff headshots from Nats. We're all tied up once again. FPX gonna try and ride out some of these weapons. 2 Spectres, actually, sorry, 3 Spectres and a Sheriff. Angel on that Vandal. Gambit. Everything bar 1100 credits into this one. Ooh, nearly caught off guard actually. Opening this round. He's trying to fight for Shados to get that orb. He's 2 away from his revive already.
Angel timing's everything. Nats is going to fight on this. Yeah, and Nats wins it.
Beautiful.
Gets the back away 30 HP, but he's still standing. No easy start being garnered here for FPX. Rifle does get filtered back on through, which is actually pretty integral. Shadow can now pick that one up and work on forward, potentially.
That camera gonna spot out both Shadow and Shout. Trap wire now spotted out. Actually misreading this slightly. And tried to get pinched through, but they will get the wall down through spawn nonetheless. Nat's now 30 HP.
Poor old Nats.
Yeah.
Just getting checked on wherever he goes. He wanted to dip out of that. Redgar's now in trouble. He's got pressure coming in. Just outdone this time. Demasik just bests him in a pretty good side take here. Shadow, though, tries to get away with it. Not going to
No
get away
way.
unchecked upon. Defo finds that. Now 3v3. Spike is planted. And FPX in a decent enough post plant. They can hold a good crossfire with. It's hard to dismantle. Unless they've got a bit of utility maybe to draw them out of some of these trickier corners. First port of call might be Zipan unless someone's willing to swing with him. No, there it is. Zipan goes down. Demasik now next on the
No
jump.
way.
Defo again. What? How are they
What is
doing
that
this?
retake? Oh my god. And it's on the back of as well. I mean, Chronicle not using any of his flashes throughout the entire round. All 3 of them used on that retake. The first to dig Shadow out of that spot behind the wall was actually crazy. And then Defo with just 0 respect. Absolutely 0 respect. Just charging, leading the way for Gambit.
8-7. FPX close to closing the gap, but they need just this one more and they're at least back on an even keel. Angel doing what Angel does, working up middle. Man made a reputation being damn good at it. The double face towards main as well. Zipan goes down. Good work again from Defo is just giving them so many valuable kills.
Everything's going right for them, Lauren. Angel
no
drifting
way.
up, trying to find the spy cam again. And this is the thing. Nats has got so many variations to his play that... Oh, Chronicle don't find another one. Chow now with the spike, but... Said I was talking about this on Icebox. Nats just showing the versatility of Cypher when you just switch that setup so many times.
Breach.
First step for Demasik, but
I know
does he
exactly.
invest the... Oh,
where
yes, he
you
does. Okay. 40 seconds. Shados. Nice off angle. Yeah, shoulder peeked in on that. Lovely. That's going to be Spike seen. Demon 6, yes, good trade, but now the numbers get dicey to play with. But he does best defo, so now a 1v2 is substantially more possible considering the spacing. Now, Spike planned to come in. He's going to have time to be able to readjust. He doesn't know how much time. But without any pressure coming back in, he might be able to work out that they ain't that close. Both players coming in through CT. He's going to try and buy the time. Here's at least one towards the site now. Isolates Nats. No! Nats is not going to be isolated. They will manage to convert the round with 2 alive.
Really, really well played. And again, just stacking up and not giving him the opportunity to even catch a breath in that post plant. I gotta say it. This is when you start getting worried, really, when the economy becomes fragile for FPX here. Couple of ultimates coming online for Gambit.
I can't write them off, dude, though. Like, in my head, like, yes, as much as yes, we are seeing Gambit playing a fantastic game, and I've really enjoyed, Defo's entries, every part of this. It's been great, but FPX are such an established team, right? Like, they normally have the answers. They normally have kind of all the right pieces to put into play. They're a very established team, very smart team, and they have the, kind of firepower that comes with that. I'm a little blown away that they're starting to be chipped away at here. This round is a bit of a linchpin, right?
Look at the money. Demasic carrying 1,200 into this round, but that's about it. And then potentially, I mean, yeah, in terms of the economy, you think 2 rounds ahead is Gambit on 11. Chronicle 2 off the Rolling Thunder. Redgar 3 away from his. Again, Angel. What I'm talking about, just having to clear out this utility, it adds an extra layer of discipline, I guess. Yes, they're given the territory for free, but it adds an extra hurdle for them. Look how deep Gambit are happy to just sit. Other than Defo. Defo's actually holding a very active angle on A main, yeah. But again, operator in hand, he can dash out.
Now, this is going to be a 3-2 piece towards B, and we saw Gambit showing off how good these side takes were for them. Let's look at it on the other side. Chronicle will be probably first contact if they did, yeah. So, okay. Sage fell off from Rafters. Zipan still fine. Shados is there, but Chronicle wants in on this. Yeah, too much attention drawn. Demasic straight through the utility, just bangs out 2 of them anyway. Redgar just waiting at the back of side. Shao, Zipan, they're all there. Do they check on this well enough? Yeah, they do. Redgar outdone. He's having a bit of a rough one today. And Defo, that op is extremely valuable at this point. And a 1v4 is a tough task. And FPX, look, we want to see how good this side take was? Pretty decent.
Really, really well handled. And Zipan ultimately, goes fishing with that ultimate. Sends it down to the depths of hell and finds Shados. All the entry they need. I've got to respect this. Well, he's given a kill on the way out or not.
See if we can keep this. Great prediction. He knows that the pressure was coming in. And Demasic will still try and get this away from him. Actually, no, they hold. Fair enough. Okay, lives to take the op forward. Great work from Defo. And again, scoreboard-wise, of course, Shados, don't forget how good he's been on one of these halves here. But Defo, his value to some of the work, some of the kills he's been getting, the entries have been so impactful, especially when they were on the attacking side. Now, he's going to have to be crucial in this round too. We're going to have Sheriffs coming in for Gambit. This will build space for FPX to build back the gap here. This could be 9-9. This game is feeling inseparable between these two. Zipan, let's see what you've got here. Any moves to start with? No. Okay, so Gambit kind of predicting maybe a little bit more attention towards middle. We've got Chronicle there. And just sitting, holding the long line towards A. Will be Defo. FPX need to be methodical on this.
There's that ultimate progression again. Now Chronicle one away. The previous kill in that last round. Defo posted up in his screens and with FPX walking through. Look at that. Chronicle finds one. Defo finds the other on A main. Angel there trying to counter peek, but no damage done. Other than finding Nats now. Dismissed through, try and take a little more ground.
Let's go!
No way.
Angel.
You will not
All the timing.
kill my
Go Angel! Can he control it? Yes, he still gets out of it. Defo doing what he can. The spike hasn't quite got to site yet. Shados is still around. Catch him in the heels would have been perfect. He does get a gun away. I'm surprised he didn't try and maybe
Get the res as well.
release that out. And yeah, now res comes up. Let's see if there's any more threats here. 25 seconds, and Defo might be able to get somewhere on this. He's not going to get super aggressive. No. FPX will be able to get the spike towards the site. No damage on the cross. Angel's having none of it now. He's going to just kick into gear. This is 3 kills for him. Defending as his team gets the plant, but Gambit won back through on this one. Shados and Nats now in a 2v3. Spike down. And Angel starting to look for a way back through it. Yeah, Angel is just single-handedly walking through this round. He's not allowing any opportunities to open up for Gambit as they have been in the past.
They're just going to come back and just maybe find an exit. Keep the economy honest of FPX because this will be a tie game now. Yeah, FPX have shown us a little bit of a pace change. We'll see the same out of Gambit. Not looking as well poised or in control as they were in the first half, that's for sure.
No, now we're down to crunch time. I mean, money-wise, we're going to get the buyback in here for Gambit, so they should be back on at least a decent position to play forward. They've been put away on this. And I mean, look, sometimes you get an Angel round, right? Sometimes you get a little gift like these, and you'll take them every day of the week. But FPX, on the whole, have been at least kind of...
It's the highest I've ever seen anybody go for a Rolling Thunder, by the way.
Okay. Once again, we go about this, and we look towards Gambit to find a response to FPX, who've started to chip away at this advantage. It is now a tied game at 9-9, but Gambit do have the map advantage, keep in mind. Gambit do get towards those double digits, the kind of, later portion of the game, break down the economy of FPX, then we're looking at GG, but FPX just trying to take us to that third. Now Angel, jump spotting towards middle, and opening up that avenue forward.
Cutting their vision.
We're exploring once again. This time, actually, the teammates to follow through on it. Yeah, as I say, Defo's holding main. Nats is up on rafters in his spy cam, so he's going to spot this out as soon as they swing. There you go.
But this is still a pretty decent crunch. The flank's not going to be there for a while. This is going to come down to Defo here to do some good work. The ponytail not quite enough to grab onto. He does get the tag, but it's not going to be the frag. But now they know what's coming. The rotations are on the way, but the spike's not found a way past yet. Look at Redguard right around on the flank here. Finds one. There's Defo again finding Shao. Good hold from Gambit this time. Couldn't quite get him out of the air. Zipan lands and delivers the killing blow. Chronicle still finding place. Oh, Chronicle! All 3! Brilliance shown by Gambit there, making up for what was going to get a little dicey after Zipan just threw his body on the line, got himself towards the side. The trade's good until the very end. As you can see there, Zipan controlling so much space with Angel. The Chronicles work.
It's scenarios like this, again. Yes, Defo's there as well, but Nats and Defo, their one job, right, is find one kill, do a little bit of damage, basically buy enough time for that rotation to come through. And again, they achieve it. Chronicle comes through and ultimately finds the first 2 kills for free, right?
Yeah.
Those are the easiest kills you find at this level of Valorant.
You don't often get given those. Now,
Rinse and repeat. Look at it.
Same again, but different look here. We don't have the same positioning from Defo. He was over towards his side last time around. Now you've got Redguard playing dedicated towards A. And the camera again.
It's right above them in ropes. They've not even noticed it.
They have no idea. They have no idea. It's all been red. That's 3 at least, right? And look at this perfect play. They've read this so well, but they still have to deal with it. It's one thing to know it's happening. It's a second to handle it. They hear the footsteps. They hear the rotations. Angel turns on a dime. Redgar gets backhanded. And now a 4v4, but Chronicle's on the case. FPX are still yet to cross towards the site. You got Nats in a good position as well, just below rafters. Div is going to pop the ult and still be looking around for this. And there's a pause. There's a call for a pause too, because they've lost the element of surprise. That camera just completely unraveled whatever FPX were trying to get up to. But now Gambit, what do they do with this? They have to hold for a second. It still looks like this A piece is coming in, but keep in mind exactly where Nats is going to be waiting. He could be crucial to this, and he's going to wait. No, he doesn't wait. He pulls the trigger on the first, takes down Zip, but the trades for Dimasic could not be better timed. And now Defo and Shados are the last 2 alive here for the Gambit side as the spike comes in.
Spike planted.
Shadow and Dimasic gonna play behind the divide. Dimasic over towards ramp. Hippo looking for the way forward. Smoke goes in. He's gonna try and at least give himself a 1v1. He needs this. He doesn't get it. Shadow outdoes Shados. And maybe it's still on. Defo gives him just a little drive-by on that.
No way!
How has he done it again?
Tried.
Defo. I was about to say, if they can isolate this 2v1 on site, Shadow actually does more than I was expecting. Enough damage to kind of force Defo to use the dash to get away, but the plant's not for heaven. Dimasic has to reposition. Completely isolated there. As soon as he goes for this reposition here, the round's done.
Enemy remaining.
Yeah.
And actually, Defo just full on ego chows in the open, to be honest with
Do
you.
it.
They tried.
Do it. If you're having a game like he is right now, absolutely take that. They've broken the back of the money for FPX. What, they're like 1.6,
Look at it.
2.9, 2.7. This is Gambit on the verge now of not just map point, but match point. This could be FPX going home. No more chances. Arguably the team that everyone would have bet on, right? Everyone would have put, a little bit of faith in them because they were the best in EMEA. Everyone's saying, oh no, these guys will do it. Couple of unfortunate scenarios before, but surely they don't choke again. Surely we don't have a repeat from like your first strikes and this and that. Surely not.
And
Here we are, 11 to 9, Hypoc.
I gotta say it again. Just a slight readjustment. Slight readjustment of the Cypher setup. And that's just completely does them dirty.
That's just phenomenal. I mean, already we talked about his technical ability, and it's just another display of it.
This is the most trouble I've seen a Cypher cause for any team.
Yes. Think about Icebox. Such
Where
impact.
you traditionally never see a Cypher.
Exactly. That's the brilliance of it. It's like everyone's on the killjoy, but no, here he is, just absolutely dropping them. Chronicle, though, you can see the confidence starting to brim, but he gets put down quickly. Dimasic gonna quell that. You don't get to go back in on these. But the camera, again, this placement, not just so good at his job. Why are you so good at this? But now, what does he do?
No
He
way,
outdoes
man.
Dimasic. That's what he does. And now Shadow tries to get back in on this. Maybe just trying to keep that rifle in play. Pick it back up off the corpse of the Fallen. TP comes out as well. Redgar's on the mad flank. He's going to be back by spawn. And Defo's still on the site. Nets is still there. There is no step to be had here. It is 12 on the board for Gambit. One more. And they live to fight on for their chance to get to Iceland.
Match point.
I can't believe that. I mean, I thought Gambit were gonna win, but not like this. Not like this.
Anyone who says that they thought that Gambit were going to best FPX, especially after seeing FPX 2-0 them, I'd love to sit down and talk to you and see how, your life's going and are you okay. Like, Gambit are a great team. We've heard of this Gambit. We've heard of the Gambit that terrifies people, but none of us thought we'd see it come out today. We thought FPX were going to be the big dogs in this one, come out and prove their worth, but FPX going to throw caution to the wind, it looks like, Hypoc. They're going straight in on this one, and no one's on the site right now. You're going to have Redgar a little deeper on this one. Nats a little further back, but Nats does not care. It's not even the cam this time. It's just him. It's him standing tall, and his side is right beside him. Angel now, your last standing bastion of hope for FPX, and I cannot believe we are here seeing Gambit causing an upset of this magnitude.
And Creep is waiting to screens here. Defo posted with it, Lauren. Look at this.
It's done. It's all